Good morning everyone, and welcome to another video. In this week's video I'm actually starting off with my morning routine. I start every morning by reading my devotions book and reading my Bible. I have them on my bedside table, so when I wake up the first thing I do, aside from going to the bathroom, is pick up these two books and read at least a chapter of each section. At the moment I'm reading Numbers in the Bible. I'm starting from the beginning and working the way through. I always start also in the Proverbs section because I really find that it helps with wisdom and gives me advice, and then I go to the section which I'm reading, which is Numbers, and I'm finding it very interesting. I then head on into the reading room where I set everything up to do my exercise for the day. I do different exercises each day, ranging from weightlifting to Pilates, HIIT workout, but let me just tell you, I do no more than 20 minutes of exercise a day, whether it's biking to and from work, doing a HIIT workout, Pilates or weight training. I'm doing weight training today, so I'm actually using my phone to write down what sort of exercises I want to do and which muscle groups I want to work with. I've been in the gym before, so I kind of know what I'm doing, plus George goes to the gym all the time, so he helps me and tells me how to do each exercise. Once that's all done, I get in the shower because obviously I'm sweaty, so I run myself a shower and start to get ready for the day. And then once out, I select my skincare. Now it looks like I have an enormous amount of skincare, which yeah, granted I probably do, but I use every single one of these products. I love all of them and I love choosing them and getting them out throughout each day and setting them aside on the sink. Obviously I couldn't decide which moisturiser to use, but we went with the hyaluronic acid one. Once I put my serum on, I actually brush my teeth. This is to allow the serum to soak into my skin and to just give me a little break between each step of my skincare. I also apply eye cream, and then I use this Clarins facial oil. This facial oil is designed for people who have dehydrated skin, which I actually do, and it smells so lovely and calming, and it's perfect to use with my gua sha tool that I'm still using and still absolutely loving. Whether this tool does any benefits or any actual structure work on my skin, I don't know, but it feels really relaxing and I love doing it every single day, and it's just a part of my routine now. I then spray my face with some facial mist spray, use my hyaluronic acid moisturiser from the Boots Own Ingredients range, and I go down my neck and décolletage, and don't forget my hands. Then I always apply SPF 50. I have pale skin, so I need added protection, and I apply a lot. Again, to my neck and décolletage area, couldn't decide how not to get cream on my black top and still failed. And once I've got my whole neck area, I also don't forget to protect my hands, because your neck and your hands are the first sign of aging. Once that's done and I'm kind of ready for the day, I head on into the bedroom and make the bed. I let the bed air to begin with, so I open the window, leave all the duvets off, then I fluff all the pillows up and bring everything back and make it all nice and neat. I do this every day. I make the bed in the exact same way every single day. I have a kind of fascination with it, and I love that hotel bed feeling. So I tuck everything in and fold pyjamas up. Well, actually that went in the wash. I wasn't expecting that. So once everything's done, I pop the duvet on, give it a good old fluff, and then pop the cushions on and the final pillow, and then that is the bed made. The next thing, which is another very vital essential, and that is coffee. Making my coffee in the morning is an actual ritual within itself. We use the coffee I got from our local garden centre, and it's so delicious and really sets me up for the day. I know some people are massive tea drinkers, or they prefer water, but I just love my coffee. It's, like I said, it sets me up for the day, and it just something I really enjoy, even if it's just making it. Whilst my coffee is getting ready, I use my ice roller on my face, and this really wakes me up. Now, I can't use this in the winter because it is just too cold, but in the summertime it's really nice and refreshing. And then once I've frothed up my milk, it's time to pour it all over my coffee and make it super creamy and frothy, and then head on upstairs. This is where I get nice and cozy in the reading room with my blanket and my cushions, lay all my books out, have a sip of my coffee. I think it was my first sip, which is just so nice, and read Enid. I've almost read all 21 books of Enid, so I'm almost at the end, but then I'm actually moving on to Jane Austen. Then I prayer journal, and I do this every single day, and I just love it. I couldn't not prayer journal. I do it morning and night. I thank God in the morning and I thank Him in the evening. And then I read my scripting letter for the day and get ready. So this takes me about 45 minutes. Sometimes I allow myself an hour if I really feel decadent. Usually on a Sunday I have all morning where I just read, journal, drink copious amounts of coffee, and it is just divine. Once that's all done, I head downstairs and make breakfast. This week we are having scrambled eggs and we're not having bagels, but scrambled eggs and avocado. We have bagels at night, which you'll see later on in this video. So I use butter in the pan because it makes the eggs just taste so much more delicious. Whisk up the eggs to their heart's content, and this week I'm adding a little bit of cheese because I'm just a sucker for cheese. I love cheese so much. So add a little pinch of that and then some salt and pepper and give it another great whisk. This is when I decide if the avocado is ripe, underripe, or too ripe that I have to throw it away. But this morning it was just right, which is so great, and it always makes me happy when it's like this. It's very annoying when you buy an avocado and you crack into it and it's pretty much rotten. But today it wasn't the case, and I added some tomato and basil and sweet chili jam, which I am obsessed with. I also have half a grapefruit where I add a slight sprinkling of brown sugar because I just can't eat it without, and I sit down at the table with my water and I enjoy my breakfast. Sometimes I put a YouTube video on, sometimes I sit in silence. It just depends how I feel and how much time I have. Once breakfast is all finished, I then head upstairs and put on some light makeup and do my hair. Light makeup is mainly lip balm, a bit of bronzer, a bit of blusher. I do my eyebrows. I've stopped wearing eye makeup at the moment because of hay fever. I get hay fever fairly badly, not too badly, but when I wear eye makeup it just, my eyes sting halfway through the day. So I've really got into not wearing eye makeup at all, and I quite like it, and it means I take less than 5 minutes to get ready, which is great. So I really hope you enjoyed this morning routine, and if you'd like to see more, let me know, and if you'd like to see an updated evening routine, let me know as well. Hello everybody, good morning. Oh, cheers. Welcome to another video, welcome to another vlog. Slightly different start to today's vlog. I've actually just filmed my morning routine for you all. I just wanted to film an updated morning routine because I've been watching a lot of those on YouTube and Reels, and my morning routine has kind of changed up a little bit. I'll probably talk about it more in my monthly reset, which is going to be the video you see next. So the next video. So yeah, but I've not been as strict or as rigid with my routines as what I have been. And it's been working really, really well for me. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed that little segment. I'm just going to move the camera. There we go. So I've got ready, not fully. I'm actually going over to clean my father-in-law's house this morning. So I've just put my hair back in just a messy in a bun. And got my cleaning clothes on to go and clean his house. And yeah, my makeup today is very, very minimal. Just as you saw, some bronzer, blusher, lipstick, curled my eyelashes, combed my eyebrows through, and that's it. I'm not wearing a lot of eye makeup at the moment because allergy season is well and truly here, and I find when I put eye makeup on halfway through the day, my eyes just itch and sting, and I just end up having to take it off anyway. So I'm just not doing a lot of like eye makeup right now. So yeah, get ready really, really quickly, which is quite nice. And yeah, so when I've cleaned up my father-in-law's house, I'm going to come back, probably have a rest for a bit, get changed and put my cleaning clothes in to be washed. And then once I've had a bit of a rest, I'm going to do some meal prepping. So I had a couple of comments from you guys on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I'll leave it down below, that you'd like to see more meal prepping videos, that you like that. So we are going to be meal prepping today, but we are only doing one recipe today, and that is my turkey burgers. Little mini turkey burgers to go for this week's lunches. I will tell you, oh my god, there's a baby robin. Oh, cute. Oh, it's trying to get into the hedge. Oh my god, there must be a nest in the hedge. Oh, sweet. I'm easily distracted. We have so many birds in our garden, it's so beautiful. So yeah, so turkey burgers for the week. So I'll show you in my bullet journal my meal planning, how I've done it and what I do. I also use my fitness pal to track my calories, and yeah, we'll talk more about that a little bit later on. So yeah, we can meal prep that together, so I hope you enjoy that. And yeah, so morning routine and meal prepping video for you all today. So with that being said, if you haven't already, hit that lovely red subscribe button so you don't miss one of my videos, and also don't forget to hit the notification bell, then you get reminded of when I upload. I upload every single Sunday at 9 AM, and they are just traditional homemaking videos and lifestyle vlogs. Thank you so much to those of you who have already subscribed to my YouTube channel. I really want to keep growing it and spreading the community far and wide, and I just love filming these videos. So yeah, with that, let's crack on with our day. I'm going to pop my camera on charge for now, transfer my footage and do some editing, then head over to my father-in-law's house. It's just gone 9 o'clock and I'm going to be there for 10. Then we'll come back and start prepping some food. Hello everybody, please excuse the noise. George has just put his chicken on to defrost, so the microwave's going for the next 27 minutes, so I can't stop it. But we're back, I'm dressed now. I'm going to go and see my little grandmother this afternoon. She doesn't know, I'm going to cycle over and surprise her. Cute. But for the meantime, we're going to do some meal prep. I'm going to cook some turkey burgers, little mini turkey burgers for salads this week's lunches, pack tomorrow's lunch for work. I've got to iron my work uniform, so let's crack on. I've got this cute little pinny, I got it last year, so I'm going to wear this, and I'm going to do a voiceover when we do the cooking. I was going to talk to you about my meal prep, really, or my plan, how I meal plan. So it's really hard, it's hard really to think, because I've done my fitness pal before in the past. So I look for, and it could be on Instagram, it could be on Pinterest, wherever you like, I just look for low calorie meals. Eggs is always a pretty good staple for meals, breakfasts and things like that. And then I pick a few meals, so I'll pick 3 breakfast ideas, 3 lunch ideas, 3 dinner ideas and 3 snacks, and I write those down, and then I put those meals into MyFitnessPal. So I actually dear Assy, you okay? He's okay. So in MyFitnessPal you can create a recipe or create a meal, whichever you want to do. So I do either. For example, I create a meal, and that meal is the exact amount of calories that I need for each meal for the day or whatever. So I do that, and I find that really works for me because I'm quite lazy in the sense of just inputting individual ingredients into MyFitnessPal is really time consuming and really irritates me. Whereas if I've already created a meal, say on a Sunday I sit down and I create my meals, I put everything into MyFitnessPal. It takes about an hour, hour and a half depending on how many meals you're creating, but then from Monday through Saturday I can just go, okay, MyFitnessPal, for breakfast I've had breakfast option number 2 today. For lunch I've had lunch option number 3 today. For dinner I've had dinner option number 1, and so on and so forth. And it just makes life so much easier. So the turkey burgers for this week is option number 2 for lunches in my plan. So we're going to make those, cook them up, make a salad for lunch, tub up for lunches for tomorrow for work, and then I'm going to go and see my nana. So let's get cooking. Also, I don't know what this mark is on my head. I don't know what that is, but I've got no makeup on, so yeah. Anyway, let's crack on. Okay, so we're back with the voiceover, but this time we are cooking a meal. Turkey burgers this week. I start off by chopping up or cutting up some herbs. I used parsley and basil. They tend to be my favourite herbs, although I do love coriander as well, but today we had these. I add salt and pepper. I also added a little bit of oregano and garlic powder as well. I thought I was going to need an egg for this recipe, but I actually didn't. The turkey mince was actually lubricated enough. I don't know if that's the right word, but I also added in some sun-dried tomatoes as well, so that kind of made everything stick together, so I didn't need to use the egg after all. So I used about 5 sun-dried tomatoes, and once that was all done I just used my hands and mix it all up together. Heat some oil in a pan, and I think I've just realised that I used a bit too much oil on this occasion. Roll each little burger into a ball and then squish it down into a patty. I only do little ones because then I add them to my salads for lunches for the week and just cook them through. Once they're cooked, I add obviously my salad. So I've got lettuce, tomato, radish from the garden, which I was so excited about, cucumber and beetroot, and then I pickled some onion, and it was so delicious. So I was really, really happy about that. My first pickling experience. I added the turkey burgers. I also tubbed up some lunch for work for tomorrow, and then I also made my dessert that I have for work as well. So I'm just finishing tubbing everything up, and this little lunchbox I got from Amazon. Yes, I got it from Amazon and I absolutely love it. It's so good, it doesn't leak, and it just fits everything in, which is absolutely marvellous. So for my little dessert for work, I have a protein yogurt, some granola, fruit and honey. So I've got a little compartment in my little tub here. So I added in 2 tablespoons of granola. I also then added a handful of strawberries and then the yogurt and just mixed it all together, and I can say it was delicious. Once I had enjoyed my lunch, I needed to get all my work uniform ironed, so I start off by turning my top inside out and iron it just to make sure it doesn't get damaged or anything. And then I use my absolute supersonic iron that I love so much. I'm going to rave about it in about 5 seconds, but honestly, it really is just so good and made ironing an absolute dream. And yeah, so that is ironing all my chores done, and then I can head over to my grandmother's and give her a big surprise. Can I just say, that is the best iron I've ever had, and it was budget friendly, like no more than £40, probably less than £40. So I've talked about it in another video, in a previous video, last week's video I think, so I will link it below, because if you need an iron that's lightweight, easy to use, cordless and corded, irons things beautifully, you need this in your life, because it's less than 40 quid, less than that. So yeah, I'll link it below. I'm going to go and top up my makeup and then we're going to head out. Just wanted to add and say that I'm not going to take my camera to my grandmother's with me today. I'm going to transfer this footage onto my laptop, onto my computer, so then I've got some more storage when I get back. Yeah, my little Nana, poor thing, she had a fall, when you see this it'll be a week ago, but she had a fall a few days ago, and because I live just around the corner now, I'm just going around to cheer her up and make her happy, and I know it will make her happy, and it makes me happy that I can make her happy. So she doesn't know I'm going, it's 10 to 2, I'm gonna pop upstairs, put some lipstick on, and then I'm gonna head out and go and surprise her, so it'll be so cute. Obviously if she wasn't injured I would film the surprise, but I'm not. I'm just gonna go and cheer her up. So I'll see you when I'm back. Hello, so I'm home now, back from visiting my little Nana, and she was so happy and surprised to see me, which was the desired effect. I definitely cheered her up, which was really good. I've just been sat for the last 20 minutes on Instagram Reels because I allowed myself, because I just did. And now I'm quite parched. So no, I'm not quite parched. What am I talking about? I'm tired. I've just had like half a litre of water anyway. So, such a beautiful evening. It's so gorgeous outside. So I'm gonna get myself a drink in this cute little glass. How sweet is that? And I'm going to sit out in the garden, get the cushions out, and just sit in the garden and get some vitamin D. I've got obviously my SPF on. I'm going to take off my cross necklace because I don't want to ruin it or burn myself with that. So you need to go somewhere very, very safe. I don't know where to put it. I'll put it in this little dish for now. And yeah, I'm going to sit outside, get some vitamin D, just relax for a bit, maybe pop the umbrella up. So why don't you all come along with me, and then about 5ish we will prepare dinner. Now dinner is simple this week. It's poached eggs on bagel thin with avocado. So delicious, and that is what we're having for tea this week. So yeah, let's go out and spend some time in the garden. my dinner is ready. Poached eggs on toast. I had to redo one of the eggs because it just did not come out the way I wanted it to. So I had to redo it. But I had a really nice time in the garden. Oh look, I've got a bit of colour, tiny bit. I don't sit out, I don't like sit out in the sun for hours on end because I am pale skinned, and that means I am more at risk to the sun's beautiful rays. Also, the doctors say. But it's so lovely, it's really rejuvenating, so relaxing. I feel so zen right now. And yeah, just so chilled. So with that being said, I'm now going to take my dinner upstairs to the reading room and enjoy it. Watch some TV with George or some YouTube. We don't watch TV, we watch YouTube. And enjoy our evening and have an early night ready for work tomorrow. If you have enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Leave me any comments below, as it means the world to me to know what videos you are liking. And if you would like to see more meal prep videos or meal planning videos, then do let me know and I'll be sure to add them to my list. Have a lovely Sunday and have a great week ahead, and I'll see you all next week. Bye!